And let's get the show starting off to a great start today with, you got it, problem of the day. Let's see what we got here, folks. Woo says find the 10th number of the arithmetic sequence. And that sequence is 45, 30, 15, and it goes on and on and on. All right. So find the 10th number of the arithmetic sequence. Did I say that right? Arithmetic. And that's a nice flow to it. So say, oh, it's like arithmetic. Sequence 45, 30, 15, and it keeps going. All right. So we got the first three terms. Let's take a look at this problem. Let's see what it is. We've got the first three terms already. So when we talk about the 10th, folks, 45 is the first, second is 30, third is 15, and so forth. I'm not trying to get 10 more beyond the 15, all right? I'm just wanting to look for actually 7 more numbers, all right? And actually, I'm not looking for all 7. I want the last one, the 7th and the last one. That's the best one, all right? Right? You got it, you got it. Well, let's take a look at it. First, let's just crank it out. Let's just crank it out. We start at 45. We move to 30. Move to 15. Now, I hope you're noticing something is going on. There is definitely a pattern going on here. We're dropping by 15 every time. So if I were looking for the next number, I would be going toward 0. Now, notice we're going in a negative direction. All right. Go ahead. Let's finish it out. We can count negatively, right? Sure. Okay, here's negative 15. Keep going to the left. Negative 30. Negative 45. Wow. Are we going to make it? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, let's go to negative 60. There's number 8, negative 75, and we're going to trip out at negative 90. Now, that took a while for me to kind of think through that, all right? And so you say, I got quick. But if I had said the 20th number, most of you would have said, forget it, I'm at negative 90, I'm not going any further. When you start counting these things, it gets kind of old, So what we do, we have a formula, a great little formula here for it, all right? And it's going to be, we're going to use, call it a sub n. That means we're looking for the nth term. In this case, it's going to be 10th. All right, it's a formula. There's so many things in math are formulas, aren't they? And what we're going to worry about is we're going to pick up our first a. I'll call it a1, plus whatever that common difference is, we'll talk about that here in just a second, times whatever that n is, which is the number term we're looking for. So actually, we're looking for little a. I should have put a little a there, same thing. The a sub n equaling to, well, let's start filling in some numbers here, all right? And we'll lose, there we go, thank you guys. So first term, remember I mentioned that in the opening of the show here, or in the opening of this problem sequence. This is our first term, that is the 10th term, all right? We're going to use the formula to see if we could have escaped through all that, because you know we can make little careless mistakes there too. So let's see, 45 is going to be our starting point, right there you go, everybody with me? Now, the difference is either positive or negative, all right? In this case, we are dropping 15 at each time, so it's a negative 15. So let's put a negative 15, and we're going to multiply by, here you got it, 10 minus 1, which is actually going to give us, well, let's just write it in there. We'll put it in there in just a second, all right? It's going to give us 9. It's going to give us 9. So here we go. This nth term that we're looking for, this 10th, nth, but it sounds kind of, it does rhymes, good. And we got 45 minus, how about it? You see where we're going? 15 times 9. We can go ahead and do that one. What does that give us? I believe it's going to give us a 135, and it is subtracted. You say, well, Ernie, hi, wow, what are we going to do? We're going to say plus the opposite, or we're just going to simply say, hey, 45, and let's go 135 in the whole, and we're going to get that nth term equaling, just like up here. There it is, negative 90, negative 90. So the formula is a cool little thing. What it says, basically take the first term, establish the difference, but since you're already including that first term, that's why we do the n minus 1, all right? So in other words, we don't say d times n. In other words, don't take it times 10. That would push us on over here to, looks like a negative 105, all right? We want to stop at negative 90, and that's why we have to do that n minus 1 routine. So there's your formula. It's pretty cool, and that's arithmetic. Now, arithmetic means what? Everything has a common difference. There's another thing called geometric, and that's a common ratio. All right, so different story. This is all about either adding the same number every time, or in this case, subtracting the same number every time. That's arithmetic. All right, so there you go, problem of the day.